To answer your question, whether the application retains location, payment, and contact details, location details, no. So, how it works in our application? Our app does not have any code that requests access or stores users' GPS or network location. We haven't added any kind of code in Android manifest.xml. So, Android.manifest is the file where you define what kind of accesses you need within Android or using Android for the application. So, we haven't defined it there. So technically, it doesn't have a capability. Now, location might be accessed is actually accessed by Razorpay SDK, which is a third party. It doesn't that information doesn't flow to the app. So Razorpay SDK will collect the approximate location for fraud detection system. So all uh, payment gateway do it. So because the Razorpay library is part of our application, we have to click that option that yes, approximate location is included as one of the data points, but it's not directly with our application, it's actually with Razorpay. Now for payment details, no. Critical security point of our application is that we don't take the payment detail. Now again, Razorpay tracks your payment detail securely and it's their job. So the entire payment process is handled by Razorpay SDK, which opens its own trusted web-based interface when you click for payment. That information doesn't come to us. So our application never sees, handles, or stores any sensitive payment information like your credit card number, CVV, UPI ID, or bank account, anything. But when the payment is successful, the only piece of information that we receive is a temporary non-sensitive payment ID generated by Razorpay. Now, this ID is immediately sent to our secure Firebase cloud function for one-time verification with Razorpay's server. And once the backend function does not our backend function after verifying does not store this payment id, its only purpose is to confirm the payment was real based on this id which was provided by Razorpay. Now the only thing we store in our database is the final subscription expiry date. So when the payment was done, from there we add 1 year and we make a subscription expiry date. That's the only piece of information we update or store. Contact details, does our app retain it? Yes, but only your email ID or phone number, whichever you have used to log in. That's it. Now, when you sign in the Google button, the Firebase authentication provides us with the email address which you have used and our login activity code that saves this email address into the document, the Firestore database as your document, which we use for tracking and updating subscription and so on. The phone number, even though the UI has a field for a phone number for OTP login, our we don't use it to store phone number. So our Firebase authentication handles your verification process, but we do not store the number in your user profile. So the Razorpay SDK may also ask for your phone number during checkout, but that's their part of application or system. It doesn't. We are not able to see it. Our application has no information about it. So, in summary, the only piece of personal contact information that my app will store in its database is the user's email address, which is used to identify your account. All other sensitive information is either not collected or handled entirely by a secure third party services. In this case, it is Razorpay.